They took us to Tuba City. And from Tuba City, we got on a bus there with the Hopis and the Navajos. It was a long way. But I remember going down through Oak Creek Canyon. I remember going down through there and almost sitting in the front of this bus. And it was at night. And we were going around them big old curves like that. And it was so scary because it was at night and it's downhill in this big canyon. And I believe that's the way we went when we went to Riverside. I thought it was nice because it was all fenced in and nothing but grass and palm trees on campus. There was big dormitories and an old school building. It was probably one of the original buildings that was there on campus, and we used to use that for our classes. The old building, and it was more like a old Spanish style. Sherman was foggy early in the morning. It's always been foggy when we'd go to breakfast. The fog would set in. That always kind of spooked me out. It was more pleasant, you know. It wasn't so. You know, you have to be in line to do this and that. You know, it was pleasant. It was more free. You know, there was a lot of. We would be able to go downtown on the weekends, on Saturdays. You know, and go to the mall or, you know, go look around, go to a movie. Right there in Arlington. Well, back then they called me Chowie in Sherman. I was always in the front line of the chow line in the mornings. So she started calling me Chowie, so everybody started calling me Chowie. Easter Sundays we used to go to Mount Rubidoux, up there on top, and we'd be there when we'd have sunrise services. Matter of fact, there at Sherman, you can go to any denomination that you wanted. If I knew that there was an activity at the Catholic Church or the Mormon Church or the Presbyterian, that's where I'd be. If there was a fun activity. The only teacher that I remember was my home ec teacher. Her back was just straight as could be. She was a black lady, and she dressed so sharp. And she's one that taught me how to iron. You know, she was so cool. Wow, you've never seen this before.
Do you remember any of the cheers that you did?
Yeah, but remember I told you that we were cheerleading for the football team, and I didn't know a darn thing about football, but I just went right along with it. Wow, that's nice. We had to make our own outfits. At one point, some of the kids went down to Arlington to go to the movie, and they were approached by this haiku people, these boys, and they started fighting, and so they threatened, and then they went back to the campus, and they told the boys to be ready that night because them haiku guys were going to come over the fence, because our gates are locked at night, and they had the girls just stay in the dorms, and the boys all laid out on the grass outside of the, you know, by the fence area, and those haiku boys started coming across the fence, and our boys got up out of the grass, and they started, you know, fighting them off and everything. So that was part of that little protesting thing that was going on, you know, clashes. But yeah, it was kind of scary. Everybody spoke their own language on campus. Yeah, they spoke their own language. I wasn't a member of any of the clubs, the Indian clubs that they had. I didn't do any of that. I had a lot of friends. Some of them that were kind of quiet I didn't associate with. I had to be around the loud people. I got kicked out of Sherman because I was misbehaving too many times. And I was in the 11th grade and I didn't quite finish my 11th grade year there. And I think it was, it had to have been, I can't remember what month it was that I came back. They put me on the bus and they said bye.